Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the feed. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Bellows Falls and Keene, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike and Marty. Today we have Sam Mescal with us, and we're going to be talking about library program. Pardon? Howard. I'm sorry. And we're going to be talking about library programs. So, Marty with...
Well, breaking news, because we didn't know what the Bells Falls Opera House movie was. We couldn't find it, but Colin saved the day, and he thinks that it is John Wick 4. So we've been having a bit of a lively discussion here about the John Wick series.
The value of John Wick stories.
And I'm going to go on record and say I want to see John Wick, the prequel. I want to see how John Wick became John Wick. Anyhow, classic movie is Tim's Vermeer. It is sponsored by the Friar Hunter Gathering. I'm not sure that is. But happening on this Saturday, May 27th, the Next Stage Summer Concert Series is having another concert. It is Crocodile River Music, and this one's going to be down at Retreat Farms. So I think when it's at Retreat Farms, it's there's a little more. I think they have maybe some food trucks there,
right?
And they have isn't there a distillery down there?
Used to be Cabot Cheese, but I don't know if they're still there.
Yeah, I think there's a distillery down there.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a bigger event, and it's probably because it's a holiday weekend, they're having a bigger one. So check that out. Remember, June 10th, hope you have got your tickets. If you haven't got your tickets, you can get your tickets at the door. It's the Bells Falls Festival happening at the Waypoint Center. It's music and food and fun and family and all of the F's you can think of probably will happen. So please make sure that you get your tickets online. If you're going to make it a last minute decision, we will be selling tickets at the door. Then on June 11th, there is a celebration of life for Ray Masuko. It will be up at the Rockingham Meeting House. There is limited seating inside the meeting house, as most people know, but there will be ample space outside. So if people are thinking that they won't fit, there's ample space outside. There'll be there will be music. They haven't released who yet, but I'm sure it'll be one of Ray's favorites. And there'll be Ray's favorite foods. So please join the family for a celebration of life of Ray Masuko on Sunday, June 11th.
Sounds good.
So that's what I have for this week's local events, because I know Sam has a ton of things happening at the library.
I do.
It's summer.
It is, and we have an exciting summer reading program happening this year. It starts July 10th. It'll run through August 19th. Our theme this year is all together now, so it's all about community. So our first program is on July 10th. We have a really special free performance of Oma from the Sandglass Theater, who we are so grateful. They're being very generous to us to allow us to bring this to the community, because they have an international reputation for these incredible, engaging, entertaining, and really funny puppet shows.
I was just going to say, is that the puppet?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if the puppet's nice.
But for all ages, they're absolutely wonderful. So we're really excited to bring that as our kickoff event. And our annual kickoff event is happening again, the 14th annual Stuffed Animal Sleepover. So come to the program, bring a stuffed animal. As I said, we've been doing this for 14 years. So at this point, we have like generations. I have parents whose kids were teens when they participated. Now the teens are adults bringing their kids. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's open to all ages. Bring a stuffed animal to the library on July 10th. We close after the library closes. We take pictures and make videos out of what the stuffed animals do overnight. If you go to our YouTube page, we have several years of really silly videos.
Cool.
It's fun, and kids love it. Like I will have the video queued at my desk for when they come in to pick up their stuffed animal the next day, and they will watch it and look for their stuffed animal. It's a big deal. And for teens, middle school age and older, it's our first community service opportunity, because we close the library and we play with the stuffed animals and take pictures and videos. I order pizza. It's community service, but it's like a party. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun for community service.
So contact the library if you're interested in getting some community service hours by doing something fun. And then we have a lot of programs happening over the summer. We'll have big events each week, including programs on dinosaurs, bats. One of our perennial favorites, Modern Times Theater, is going to be back with a whole new show. We will have Mad Science Wednesdays for older elementary and middle school kids. And thanks to a grant from Winnie Bell Learned, this year it's going to look a little different. The kids are going to be picking their following week activities. So everything we do is going to be based on their interests. And I expect some of our popular ones are rockets and explosions. That's just fun.
Who doesn't like rockets?
Right? The egg drop challenge, that one is a favorite. When the middle school kids do it, they have a great time. They've asked to do it again. Slime continues to be fun. But basically, because of this pool of money we got through the grant, I have the ability to not have to plan ahead and budget. We have this money so that the kids, whatever their interests are, we can really feed that and let them explore it, which is what summer is about. So we'll have Friday night teen programs, movie nights, game nights. If you don't want to do the activity, just come hang out and have pizza. That's fine. And our Friday Fun Day playgroup is going to continue all summer. This is a playgroup starting this week. We're going to be meeting at the Rockingham Recreation Center playground. And when the weather's good, when the weather isn't great, we'll be back at the library. This one is sponsored by the library, the Springfield Area Parent-Child Center, Parks Place, and Greater Falls Connections. And we meet 10:30 to 12 every Friday morning. We have a lot of fun. We provide snacks. Jen has a key to the restroom at the rec. That's important.
That's very important.
Good thing that she has the connection.
Right? So it's a lot of fun. I invite parents from infants, crawlers, pre-K, come join us. In the summer, bring the older kids. We're outside. It'll be fun. The other thing we're doing this summer, the library is going to be a summer lunch site again. There's no sign up. There's no registration. We do this in partnership with the W Northeast Supervisory Union. Any youth 18 and younger can stop by the library during the week and pick up lunch.
Nice.
And, things are expensive right now. So if we can help our families' summer dollars go a little farther, we are on to doing that.
So is it like a box lunch? Or?
Yeah, they package it up. It changed during the pandemic from a family service style lunch like what you would get at the schools to these packaged lunches. You can just come pick it up, take it, and you're good to
that's
go.
pretty nice.
Yeah. And so we're really thankful for the SU to be able to do that. And we hope that families will take advantage of getting their kids free lunch. So the full schedule is still getting firmed up, but that will get published really soon. So that's the programming aspect. In addition to the programming, there's the reading. So summer is one of the most fun times to read for kids because outside of a little required reading for some students, kids are free to choose and read whatever they want all summer. And the adults in their lives should encourage it. This means that if your kiddo wants to read Cat, Kid, and Dog Man over and over all summer, let them do it. They're still reading. We want them to challenge, read something new, but sometimes we all have our own favorites, like John Wick that we...
Yes.
Exactly.
There you go. We revisit it. And it's really important because kids that continue to read and stay engaged in learning opportunities all summer prevent what's called the summer slide. So it's not something you find at a playground. What it is the loss of academic skills that happens during the summer months when kids aren't engaged, especially in reading. And it's really important to prevent it because, first off, they'll be starting school in the fall having lost skills and in catch-up mode. And it's a cumulative thing, which means that it gets bigger the more it's experienced. So their research shows that struggling readers who experience the summer slide over and over, by the time they get to middle school, it's equivalent to a 2-year reading lag.
Wow.
I mean, it's significant.
It's kind of like the old adage, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Exactly. Yeah. And so reading can be so much fun. We want kids to self-select what they're reading. Research also shows, note so I don't forget things, that the summer slide can be worse for lower socioeconomic families. So our program is designed to be free, it's open to the public, and it's fun. We want to encourage kids to read and give parents opportunities to support their kids while everyone is having a good time. Youth who participate in the reading part of the program, all they have to do is read. We don't require them to fill out a reading log. Come into the library once a week. I have a prize shelf full of free books, brand new books. Each week they can get a new book off the prize shelf just by saying, I've been reading. And so they can end the summer with 6 new books in their collection that they chose for themselves. The self-selected reading really is important because like the middle school program where kids get to pick their own interests, when they're reading things they want, they're motivated to read. So that's the reading part. And the summer slide is another reason why we are a summer lunch site. It's hard to read if you're hungry.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that's Great.
So you can pick up a book and a lunch.
Right?
Sounds like a whole
Come to the program,
Yeah.
grab a lunch. We try to make it fun and easy to swing by. So that's...
I think it's nice that you guys pick up so much slack because the schools, I mean, they're not equipped to. They have a lot on their plate as it is, so that I don't know how much they could be equipped to do to prevent the summer slide, but it certainly benefits them that you guys, you step in as a community partner and have all of these events.
Yep.
Just to do the best for the kids in our community. I
Right.
think it's nice that we have the agencies working together.
Yes.
And the middle school has a great program. We're actually doing 2 programs for their middle school summer program. One is in the morning, Problem Solvers, and it's all play-based math, fun, and goofiness. And then the Mad Science one, they'll be bringing a group to that. But they've got a great summer program, and they do lunch at the school. So if you can't make it to the library, I believe the middle school is available as a lunch site. So there's the programs, there's the readings, and then there's a brand new program we're doing this year, the Good Citizen Challenge. So this ties into our community theme all together now, and we're doing this in partnership with 7 Days Vermont and Kids Vermont. So it's going to be offered throughout different libraries around the state, including ours, and it's a youth civics initiative to get kids connected with their communities, their leadership, their history, and the way it'll start in June, and it runs through Labor Day. And the way it works is, and I should have brought an example.
I know. I was just thinking that we had that. You showed us that last week. I thought, it's a bingo board. Right?
It is. It's a bingo
Yeah.
board. There's 25 different activities, and to complete the challenge, all you have to do is get bingo 5 in a row, and you can pick what you want.
And there's a free space.
I think the free space is check out a book at the library.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. That's an easy free space then.
Right.
Shameless self-promotion.
Exactly.
We like that. That's what we have Jan for. It's shameless self-promotion.
Right? So students who complete the challenge will get a Good Citizen sticker, a patch, a pocket-sized U.S. Constitution, and an invitation to a fall reception at the Vermont State House, where I think we had a picture of
We did
what
have
that
a
looked
picture,
like.
and I thought that was pretty cool with Governor Scott.
Yeah, so that'll happen again. And the Bellows Falls Rotary is supporting this. And so at the end of the summer, we will have an event of some sort recognizing them. So details of that will be announced. And that will just be for the kids who participate locally.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Because it's a perfect tie-in with Rotary.
Oh,
what Rotary
absolutely.
does,
Yeah.
and to support youth that are motivated to do that, and it seems like it's a fun game.
It is. And you do good things in the community. Some of the examples from last year was cleaning up. Spend 15 minutes picking up litter at a public space, and then you have to take a picture because you do have to document it and submit it. Connecting to neighbors, join your neighborhood front porch forum and write a post about your experience taking the Good Citizen Challenge. That was one of last year's. Or act locally. Do something to help people in your community. For example, make a sign, weed a garden, or help seniors learn to use digital devices.
Oh, nice.
Right? So that's just some of last year's examples. So there are things you can do to connect with your community, learn how your community works. And we're really excited to be able to bring that. So that's going to be a whole new challenge. That'll start in June and run throughout the summer. And we're planning some weekly group activities. So if you are doing it, keep an eye on what spaces we're going to do as a group, and so we'll help support our kids.
If kids are interested, do they sign up? They just have to get the paperwork.
They just have to get the paper, and
Okay.
then it's all on them to do the follow through
Okay.
and finish it. Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
I really like that you get people to self-select because, adults don't get reading assignments. And
Right.
If you learn to self-select when you're a kid, you'll
Yeah.
tend to select as you grow up and keep reading.
Yeah.
And keep learning.
I think
And-
you'll enjoy
Yeah.
reading more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we encourage adults to do that in the summer. Read for fun. One thing that parents can do to help their kids be better readers is to model what that looks
Yeah.
like.
I wondered if that was a component when you said all together now. Is there a bonus or benefit to adults that come in with their kids to pick their own books out?
Absolutely. Kids model their behavior and what their parents are doing. So if you want to raise library users, use the library. If you want to raise readers, be a reader. Or at least demonstrate how you can fit that in. If you want them to read 30 minutes at night, take that on yourself. It takes, 2 weeks to create a new habit? Try it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and that's a great way to support your kids as readers. So that's the programming, the Good Citizens Challenge, and reading. And the other thing we have coming back this year is the BiblioBite. So this is our second year, and this year it's still grant-funded,
There it
grant-supported through Vermont After School, which means Ava, who's my youth program assistant, is will still be there. This is very exciting. And this year we have a clue about what we're doing. So we expect it to be bigger and better.
I love that. I just want to stop a second. And so
yes.
you literally, I mean,
So
you literally
this
at someone's house.
This is Tuttle Home Care, and the girl in red is Ava, my assistant, and she's actually been doing this. Our program was so successful last summer that our funding was expanded, and we were able to continue doing this kind of after-school program throughout the fall, winter, and spring. So she has been going there on Fridays and doing story times with crafts and activities. And now we get to bring the books, and they can check out books. So that's really exciting. We actually just brought the bike out this Saturday.
I love this picture too, because
and this is the farmers market, which we'll be back at again. They have the dates for those. I was suggested that we should bring the bike to the Bellows Falls Festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we
There
could
you
do
go.
that. And in terms of the impact of the bike, 2 years ago, our program attendance for summer reading was around 900. Last year, it was around 3,500.
that's amazing.
It's
That's
incredible.
wonderful.
And so this is my ask for the community is where should the bike go this year? This is something, we'll have it up on our website so you can tell me, but you can request the bike to pull right up in front of your house for your kids if they're home during the summer. You can request programs. We'll do story times, activities, crafts. We will tailor it to their interests, their ages. We'll be visiting the pool, Dairy Joy, playgrounds, wherever kids are. But if you, like Tuttle Home Care, want to arrange a stop, we'll do that. So just contact the library.
Are you still seeing, I mean, I guess eventually it will dissipate, but are you still seeing like the effects in kids from the kind of 2 years of COVID and them not being able to have the social interaction and to have that? Are you still seeing that? And is that dissipating, especially because you're able to have these activities and bring the activities to the kids? Is that...
I don't see it as much in the library because I'm with them for limited amounts of time. I think that's probably a better question for the schools where they're seeing them for greater amounts of time in different situations. With the library, unless they're being forced to come by an adult, they generally have to choose to come. And so it's what we're seeing now is more participation, which is great. And what we saw last year with the change in how we delivered the programs, families were participating all summer, not just showing up for a week or two and then disappearing into the summer.
So they're taking advantage of everything that you're offering, so getting the whole package.
Yep.
That's great.
Throughout the whole summer. So that was really exciting, and we hope to see that again this year. So request stops. The Bibliobike will be out. It's also a hotspot, so if you're out and need Wi-Fi and see the Bibliobike, there it is. Ava is awesome. She's going to be a junior at the high school next year, and she's our youth assistant. We've also recently hired her at the library to be the Saturday librarian.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she's just incredible and a lot of fun to work with. And we're really excited to have this program.
How do you come up with the programs? Like, are some of these like modeled from other initiatives, or do you have a planning time? You must have had to start all this like months ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I just want to emphasize the work that goes in.
Yeah, the programming, I do it in sessions. So we have our summer session, our fall, our winter, spring. And in between them, I take a break, I take a vacation where I forget how to do my job, and then I reinvent it when I come back. And luckily, I have a lot of resources that I can work from. American Library Association, Vermont Department of Libraries, other librarians in Vermont. We recently had a gathering for Southern Vermont youth librarians. That was really great. We're going to be doing more of those because they sort of went away during the pandemic. But they're really valuable. And and then I pay attention to what's happening in Greater Library Land. So when I find something really good, I will bring it here. And I'm always open to ideas. So I talk to the families, I talk to kids, find out what their interests are, and try to make sure that whatever we're doing, including the books in our collection, that it matches their interests. This is what they want in their community. This is what they want at the library. So we try to make that happen. For example, actually, we have a whole new service at the library. We have a free video streaming service. It's called Biblio Plus. You can get an app for it, or you can watch it on a browser. All you need is your library card number and password.
Nice.
And library cards are free if you're a Rockingham resident or a student or teacher at a WNESU school.
And what types of videos are on Biblio Plus?
It's movies, documentaries, TV shows.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be the stuff you find on like Netflix or Prime.
I understand.
But it's available for free, and there's some fun things. I just watched a documentary about the actor who was Big Bird for years.
Oh, really?
Really
Neat.
sweet, yeah. So there's great things on there. We have other online services. We have Mango, which is a language learning comparable to like Duolingo. Again, all you need is your library card and your password, and we will help you with that at the library.
And if you're not a resident, you can purchase
you can
a library
purchase,
card?
yes, for $35 for 6 months or $70 a year, and that will get you a non-resident card and access. But you don't have to have a card to participate in our programs.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you live in Walpole and are catching this and want to do another summer reading program, come on over. Our programs are free and open to the public.
That's great.
Yeah.
So how is the enthusiasm, like you mentioned, the larger groups in the state, would you say Vermont as a state is more enthusiastic, less enthusiastic, or, as far as compared to the rest of the country?
Library land.
Oh, library land?
Library land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vermont has more libraries per capita than any other state. Which
Ooh,
I
trivia
think says
question.
something.
That's a good
Right?
one.
I'm going to keep it in
I
my
like to say
brain.
we have more libraries than McDonald's in our town.
That's
We do.
yes.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
That's a plus.
Vermont really supports its libraries. I think we saw that recently during the whole UVM thing when they were talking about getting rid of these school libraries.
Yeah, that was...
And we saw the communities rally around protecting that.
Well, it's just because I think we probably said this before when we've had you on, but the library is so much more than just books
absolutely.
nowadays. I mean, I think it in history it was just a place to go get books, and yeah, you had maybe one summer reading program or one thing every once in a while, but it's just evolved to a whole community center, really.
Right.
I
We need to stay relevant.
Yes.
This is your tax money at work. It's important that we provide the needs of the community. So we're constantly looking at where the gaps are, like the play group. That was something that needed to be happening. Our tech help. We're your community tech desk. You can actually check me or our reference librarian Virgil out for an hour a week. We will help you with
That's
anything.
pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
a funny analogy. I'm checking Sam out for
It's a thing.
because I need help
You
with
can
tech.
check me out for an hour,
Nice.
and I will teach you how to use your cell phone, your computer. Recently, I had someone come in with their internet bill, and they wanted to understand
What it was.
what it was.
Neat.
And were you able to teach? Yes.
Absolutely. So
then
far, I've
you
only
re-
had one
yes.
question where I was just like, I can't help you. And they had taken their tower apart, all the components, and then installed Linux and couldn't figure out why it wouldn't turn on. No. That's
when
a
you're
little
going to have
more.
to get one of the kids to help.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we offer tech help. We offer online services. We recently got access to the Palace Project, which is provided by the State Department of Libraries. It's another ebook and audiobook app separate from what we already offer through Libby. And this one, it's not going to have like the newest or most in-demand titles, but it has a little something for everyone. And so this is really big for libraries that don't have the ability to be part of the GMLC consortium. So yeah,
That's nice.
and we're always listening to our community. So we are very much influenced by what the community tells us it wants us to be.
No, I think it's nice. I think it's nice, especially since when they did the Take Action Rockingham and they talked about things that people would like to see in the community, and a big number one, I think it was within the top three was a youth center. But the youth center, it's costly to build and costly to staff. So I think that you provide a lot
of the components.
of the components
Right.
of it, that we have them right here. I'm not saying we don't.
Right,
do
a community center
Community center would be
would be
awesome,
wonderful.
but
Yeah.
that's a big lift, right, for a small community. So in the meantime, you are providing so many of those components.
And families can come over and hang out and play. We have train table or Legos are out all the time. We have a playroom. So we invite the community in. Let us be your living room. Come hang out.
And tech help.
And tech help and
I
online services.
know, I was just thinking, because Jen was here from Parks Place last week, and she said that she had a company that came in and gave tablets and phones to folks. And I imagine there's, like with any phone, there's a learning curve, tablets, all that type of thing. So it's nice that there are there's kind of like
it's
I don't know how
mesh.
to, I don't know
Like
how to, I
yeah.
don't want to say,
Everything's
I don't know what
a
term I
network.
want.
Everything works
Yeah,
together.
that they've given these out, but oh, wait a minute, if you don't know how they work, you can go to the
You can go to the
library.
library,
So that you're
or
not
you
just,
need a Wi-Fi spot.
yeah.
Go to the
Please.
library. You don't have to come in. You can
Yeah.
hang out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
For,
And you guys are partnering Greater Falls Connections and
Yes.
Parks Place and all of these interconnections to provide so much more to the youth and
Yeah.
to the families. And I think it's we didn't plan on having you and Jen on back to back, but it's nice
It's
that you
really
have
nice.
because
Right. Yeah.
to show the dovetail of what you guys all do together. So we've got about a minute left. So can we bring the slide back up of like the best way to connect with the library? Best way to connect is just stop in, right?
Just stop in. But if you message us over Facebook, I'm the one who watches our Facebook, so you'll be getting me, email, phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you need volunteers?
Yes, we have lots of community service opportunities.
That's great. Thanks, Sam.
And the calendar, you said that pretty soon the calendar will be printed. Will that be on the website?
It'll all be on the website. Yep, the schedule will be on the website.
Wonderful.
Yep, and it'll also be on, in case families aren't aware, of wyndhamfamilycalendar.org. This is a public calendar that the library and organizations that serve families and children throughout Windham County post events and things to. It's free for the organizations to post events. It's free for families to check out. wyndhamfamilycalendar.org.
That's great. That's makes it easy.
It does,
one
yeah.
spot, one stop shopping. Well, thank you so much, Sam, for coming today.
Absolutely. Thank you
and
for having me.
I think
I-
we're down on time. We're going to run out of
Yeah,
time.
okay. Well, thank you. Well, see you next week, Bellows Falls and Keene. All right,
Bye,
bye.
community.
Thank you so much.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and